I recently shared with you all that former rapper turned professional provocateur Kanye West is suing his dentist for getting him hooked on nitrous gas, and now he is also taking legal action against his ex-wife, Kim Kardashian. Hello, my fam. It is Perez, the queen of all media, the original influencer, and the anti-Semitic son of Donda West, who would be ashamed of him if she were still alive, has fired off a legal letter against the Skims founder. And it's got everything to do with their daughter, North, and the Met Gala, which I spoke about all of this on the most recent episode of our Patreon show. The letter is a cease and desist. It was sent to Kim's attorney, Laura Wasser. It says, "Dear Miss Wasser, we represent Mr. Kanye West and Miss Bianca Censori in family law matters concerning the welfare and custody of Mr. West's children, Northwest, St. West, Chicago West, and Psalm West. This letter contains a formal demand to cease and desist from actions that violate Mr. West's parental rights, exploit his children, and breach the joint custody agreement established in your client's divorce settlement, finalized November 29th, 2022. Pause. What is hilarious about all of this is that Kim and Kanye previously agreed to settle any differences through mediation. Why even waste time sending a cease and desist letter? You have an issue? Take it up with the judge. Yes, former judges are the ones who are arbiters in arbitration almost all the time. And they get paid very well for that. So what are these alleged violations? Kanye's letter says, 1, unauthorized exposure of Northwest on or about May 5th, 2025. Your client brought Northwest to the Met Gala in New York City, exposing her to significant media attention. Yeah, duh. She's a reality TV star. That's what you signed up for, buddy. Also, I remember Kanye exposing his own daughter, literally putting her on a song with Diddy. Imagine this is a mirror. The letter continues, reports indicate that North was left unattended in a vehicle during portions of the event, posing risks to her safety. Additionally, your client has published or authorized the publication of North's images and videos on social media platforms, despite Mr. West's explicit objection to his children's presence on such platforms. Take it up with the judge. Although my guess is he's not taking it up with the judge because this was probably already decided. He's just doing what Kanye does, trolling, getting attention. Once again, Kanye is also accusing Kim of denial of custodial access. Quote, despite the joint legal and physical custody arrangement, Mr. West has been denied meaningful access to his children. Notably, he has had no contact with his son, Saint West, in 2025. And his interactions with North, Chicago, and Psalm have been unreasonably restricted. This violates the custody agreement's provisions for equal parental access and decision-making. First of all, the paparazzi has receipts of Kanye with Saint earlier this year in Japan. Also, Kim says Kanye's lying. A source close to Kardashian says that Kanye has been in LA recently for a few months and didn't ask to see the kids aside from North until a week before he was leaving again. Additionally, quote, Kanye can see the kids anytime he wants. There are no limitations. But Kim is very careful also to not put them in situations that are chaotic. Protecting her kids are first and foremost. Remember, Kanye was recently hanging out with the Tate brothers, and North was over at Kanye's, and Kim made her leave. Thankfully. The cease and desist also alleges exploitation without consent. Quote, your client's use of Northwest in public events and online content appears to exploit her likeness for personal or commercial gain without Mr. West's approval. This disregards his joint custodial rights and his stated opposition to his children's public exposure. The letter also alleges that Kanye fulfills his child support obligations, paying $200,000 per month, covering half of the children's medical, educational, and security expenses. Then it says, he demands your client is directed to comply with the following by May 23rd. 1. Cease publishing or authorizing the publication of any images, videos, or content featuring Northwest, Saint West, Chicago West, or Psalm West on social media platforms. 2. Refrain from involving Northwest or any of Mr. West's children in public events, such as the Met Gala, without Mr. West's prior written consent as required by the custody agreement. 3. Facilitate regular and unimpeded access for Mr. West to his children, including immediate in-person visitation with Saint West, Northwest, Chicago West, and Psalm West. And 4, remove all existing social media content featuring Mr. West's children that was posted without his consent. If she doesn't, it says notice of potential legal action. Non-compliance with these demands will necessitate legal action, including but not limited to a petition to modify the custody arrangement to seek sole legal and or physical custody. Good luck with that. Nobody will grant Kanye sole custody. Another threat, litigation for breach of the custody agreement and interference with parental rights. And a request for injunctive relief to prohibit further unauthorized use of the children's likenesses. All rights and remedies of Mr. West are expressly reserved. This demand is delivered via certified mail, blah, blah, blah. We urge your client to comply with these demands to avoid further legal action and to prioritize the children's well-being. For inquiries or to discuss resolution, contact the undersigned at blah, blah, blah. Respectfully, Kathy Jones, Esquire. Confidentiality note. This communication is confidential and intended solely for the addressee. And yet, Kanye's team leaked it. They don't care about confidentiality. He doesn't care about his kids. He's a bad dad. I'll say it again. He's a bad dad. Kim might make parenting choices that I wouldn't, but I would not say she's a bad mom. He's a bad dad. I don't think she's a bad mom. Maybe she's not the best mom, but he's a bad dad. That's what I think. What do you think? Let's discuss in the comments section.